Alright, how's it going? It's going to be a video to show you how to create a display in attract mode. Okay, so you can create a display for anything. As long as the display name matches the art that you have, it'll show up on the main displays menu. Okay, and then you get to choose your ROM list. So you could, for any ROM list that you get, you can create a display. You could get a ROM list from any of these later versions of Motion Blue, or from Ray's image, or whatever you've got. Or if you know how to create your own, that's great too. But you can take any ROM list that you have, add it to any attract mode setup, and create a display for it, and you'll be able to play the games from that ROM list inside that display. So it's a great way that you can kind of filter out and keep everything organized on your image. So let's get started. Right. Okay, so you're going to press tab and go to displays. Okay, this image that I'm using has already got every display you could possibly ever imagine, so I'm not going to actually create a display. We'll just make a fake one. Okay, so you're going to go all the way to the bottom, click on add new display. And just for the heck of it, I'm going to call it new display. We're not going to have any art for this or anything, but I'll explain to you how to make sure that matches up. You want your display name to match the name of the art. So if you have let's say you have a wheel art for a Zelda collection, you want to make sure that it matches exactly, like copy and paste exactly. It has to capitals, everything. If there's a dash, whatever, it has to all be there. So if your Zelda collection says Zelda collection with a capital Z and a capital C, okay, and then it'll be .png, you would make sure that this says Zelda collection, the exact same spelling with the exact same capitals. Otherwise, your art's not going to show up. Okay. Funny, it's actually on Zelda collection. All right. So you can choose what display you want. Really doesn't matter. It's all completely up to you. ROM list. Okay, so this is where if you wanted it to be the Zelda collection ROM list, you would go in here and choose Zelda collection. Now you can see, I'll show you. It's got all the ROM lists. Every single ROM list that you have in the folder is going to be in here. You can select whichever one you want. I don't have a new display ROM list, but generally you would want, it would match the display name that you have if that's the ROM list that you're using. Okay, so whatever ROM list you choose, that's what games are going to show up when you click on this display. That's completely up to you. Okay, doesn't matter. I'm just going to pick one. Okay, show in cycle. This is where, if these say no, it's not going to show up. You want to make sure these say yes if you want to use them, or if there's a display that you have already and you want to have it not show, you come in here and you change these to no. Pretty simple. Okay, global filter. Now, if this isn't correct, none of your stuff's going to show up at all. Okay, so add rule. Okay, target. Files available. File ls available. Whatever. I don't know why, but I just say files available because that's kind of what pops into my head. All right. Comparison equals. Okay. Filter value. You have to actually enter the value here. You're going to say 1. Okay. Then go back. Back. That's it. Now, if you want to edit the options for whichever display you're using, which is Hursty Blue Systems, okay, on this one, you go to layout options. You can edit some stuff in there, change the way it looks a little bit. Every layout has different options. Some don't have any, so don't expect for it to look exactly like mine did. But that's it. That's all there is to it. It's very simple. As long as your display name matches your wheel art and snap inside the menu art folder, okay? then it'll show up, and whichever ROM list you choose, the games will show up, and they'll play with whichever emulator depending on the ROM list. So it's pretty simple. That's all there is to it.